Vaux's swift is a small swift native to North America and northern South America. It was named for the American scientist William Sansom Vaux. Description: this is a small swift, even compared to other Cheetah species, at 10.7 to 11.2 centimeters long and weighing 18 grams. The northern populations are slightly larger at 11.5 centimeters, probably according to the Bergmann's rule and/or migration requirements. It has a cigar-shaped body, crescentic wings and a short, bluntly squared-off tail. The head, upper parts and wings are dusky black, and the underparts, rump and tail covers are grayish-brown. The throat is paler gray, becoming whitish in northern birds. The sexes are similar, but juveniles have dusky bases to the throat feathers. Distribution and habitat: Vaux's swift breeds in highlands from southern Alaska to central California and from southern Mexico, the northern Yucatan Peninsula, to eastern Panama and northern Venezuela. The United States' populations are migratory, wintering from central Mexico south through the Central American breeding range. The resident breeding birds in the southern part of the range are sometimes considered a separate species. Dusky-backed swift, Cheetah richmondi. Preferred habitats include old-growth coniferous or deciduous forests consisting of coniferous and deciduous vegetation. Requires large, hollow trees for nesting. Behavior: this is a gregarious species, with flocks of 30 or more birds, and often with other swift species, such as white-collared, especially at weather fronts. It flies with a mixture of stiff wing beats and unsteady glides. It has more varied calls than others in the genus, with a mixture of chattering, buzzes, squeaks and chips. Feeding: the swift feeds in flight on flying insects, including beetles, wasps, termites and flying ants. It forages over forests and more open areas, including towns. Breeding: Vaux's swift breeds in the mountains and foothills, from southeastern Alaska and Montana to central California, mainly above 700 meters. It builds a cup nest of twigs and saliva on a vertical surface in a dark cavity, such as a treehole, cliff crevice or attic. It lays 3 white eggs between March and July. It spends winters in the tropics. Subspecies: the following subspecies are currently recognized: Cheetah vauxiandre, eastern Venezuela; Cheetah vauxiafanes, northern Venezuela; Cheetah vauxi gormeri, Yucatan Peninsula and Cozumel Island; Cheetah vauxi acorpigia, eastern Panama; Cheetah vauxi richmondi, southern Mexico to Costa Rica; Cheetah vauxi tam, Silipensis, eastern Mexico; Cheetah vauxi, western Canada to southwestern USA. Swifts at Chapman Elementary School. The Chapman swifts are part of a migratory population of Vaux's swifts that roost seasonally in the chimney of Chapman Elementary School in Portland, Oregon. This is North America's largest concentration of Vaux's swifts. Every evening from mid-August to mid-October, thousands of swifts gather in the sky over the school shortly before sunset. Count estimates of 1,700 to 35,000 swifts have been reported. Shortly after sunset, over a period of 10 to 30 minutes, they fly into the top of the brick chimney to roost on the interior surface until they depart at sunrise. The school is on the birds' migratory route to the wintering sites in southern Central America and Venezuela. The swifts attract several predators, such as peregrine falcons and Cooper's hawks, as well as hundreds to thousands of human spectators. History: the birds began using the site in the early 1980s in response to the loss of much of the natural roosting habitat, old-growth Douglas fir and forest snags. Vaux's swifts prefer roosting in standing hollow trees. To protect the swifts, the school stopped using its heating system during the weeks of roosting. Students and teachers wore sweaters and jackets, especially toward the end of September when classroom temperatures can drop to 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Around 2003, the Audubon Society of Portland, school fundraisers and corporate sponsors donated $60,000 to $75,000 for an alternate school heating system which is independent of the brick chimney. The chimney is now maintained solely for the use of the birds.